Back here in the lounge with the great Robert Conrad. I am Mike Gary. This is CRN Digital Talk Radio, streaming live around the world and across the country. Let's get, speaking of around the world, it's time to take a trip to France. It is Christophe from France. Bonjour!
Hello, Bob. Hello, Mike.
Hello, how are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm fine. Today it's Thursday, and it's for me the best day of the week because I can talk to you and I'll see you live on my favorite radio show.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. As they say in French, merci, merci, merci.
Yes. Today, to Uncle Bob, I prepared three questions about moments of your career, please.
Yes.
Okay, for my first question, I want to know at what point of your life did you decide to make a career in show business? Can you try to explain us?
Yes, I was a singer in Chicago, and I was singing in a nightclub, and it was Robert Conrad and the Paris Trio. And I was in my 20s, I was 21, and then I decided to move over to Northwestern University and to study music there, which I did. And it was there that Dr. Robert Schneiderman, professor of school speech there, said, wait a minute, they're doing an interview for actors to do a film, and I have recommended you go down to the hotel, be there at this time, and say that you're Dr. Schneiderman's actor from Northwestern, which I did. And he came back and said, okay, you're going to be in the film. We have to make arrangements to be available to leave the city at this time. And I said, wow, that sounds great. And I did. And I went to audition for a film called Run Silent, Run Deep.
Oh, I love that movie.
And I auditioned for it, and I got the role, but the role was almost a non-speaking role. It was like being an extra. And I said with my great ego, that doesn't work for me. So I went back to the hotel, took a trip to New York, and called an actress I had met when I was at Northwestern and said, hey, girl, I'm here. Now what? She said, well, come on down here. I'll tell you all the hotels that are down in this area, they're all actors. And I said, great, baby, I'll be down there. And I went down there, and we said hello. And I stayed there for several months as her guest. And then when the well ran dry, I decided to leave. And I left when she was at lunch with a nice note. And I went to Los Angeles. I flew into Los Angeles, and that's when my acting career began.
Wow. Run Silent, Run Deep. Great picture. Clark Gable, Burt Lancaster, Don Rickles.
Yeah,
thank you for the
not
story.
Robert Conrad.
Not Robert Conrad, though, and I'm sure the picture is worse for it.
Thank you for that.
Anything else, Christophe, buddy?
Uncle Bob, it's very difficult to stay on the top in show business. So I wanted to know, what was your parents' reaction when you took them this decision to get into the art field?
Oh, that's a great question, Christophe, and we're gonna answer that right after the break.
I'll leave, Christophe.
Yeah, stick around, Christophe. Stick around, buddy. We'll be right back here in the lounge with Mr. Robert Conrad. We are loving it here on your show here on CRN Talk. Let's get back to across the pond to our friend Christophe. Christophe, what was your question again, buddy?
My question, Uncle Bob, do you remember what was your parents' reaction when you took them this decision to go into the art field?
Oh, they were happy. My mother was in it. She had the #1 radio show in Chicago in the evening. She interviewed celebrities coming from Hollywood about their films, and she did it from a very exciting a nightclub, and she was a success. So she just embraced it.
Okay, Uncle Bob. For my second question, I wanted to know when you found out that you were becoming known and that show business was calling more and more to you?
What's the question?
My question, I wanted to know when you found out that you were becoming known.
Oh, yeah,
on that show
okay.
business.
Yeah. I just said,
No?
I appreciated it, I celebrated it, I applauded it, and I defended it, and I did the best thing I could to embrace it and thank the people that made me a part of their lives. Like I like with this show now that I'm, into it. That's why the show's named after them. It's their show. They call. If they didn't call, I wouldn't do it.
Okay. To finish, I wanted to know if you remember your first reaction when you were asked for an autograph or a photo for the very first time, because it's a very important moment in the career of an artist.
Well, I just said, huh? What? Me? What do you want? I want your autograph. I said, my autograph. What do you want me to say? She said, just sign your name, sir, and say whatever you like. And I said, what is your name? And she told me, and I wrote Love, Robert Conrad.
Okay, Uncle Bob. That's all for tonight. Just few words to conclude and tell you that this radio adventure brings me a lot. You can't imagine what you have brought me through my life and still today, Uncle Bob.
Well, I appreciate your kind words. You're a gentleman, and thank you for being part of your show.
Uncle Bob, you have been always present as well in the good as in the hard times. And thank you. I confirm you that I will be one of your most fervent fans for the rest of my life.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate every word you said.
Oh, stay strong, my friend. God bless you. Next week, au revoir, mes amis. Bye. Bye, my friend.
Au revoir. There he goes, Christophe from France. What a gentleman.
Yeah, he's a avid listener. He embraces his show.
Yeah, because it is his show.
We made it over and over and overly clear. If they don't understand it by now, they shouldn't be listening to it, because it's theirs.
It is absolutely theirs. And speaking of theirs, here is another owner of this show. It is Bob from New Hampshire. Bob, sir, how are you?
Hey, Mike, how are you?
Oh, great.